Namaskaram. Thousand Names and Thousand Stories. 227th name, VISHWATMANE NAMAH. Demon King Hiranyakashipu sent his son Prahalad to the Guru's sons Chanda and Amarka to be trained in their Gurukul. Chanda, known for his association with penance and austerity, and Amarka, recognized as a learned scholar, were tasked with teaching Prahalad the principles of Asura Rajaniti, that is, the politics for ruling the Asura kingdom. Hiranyakashipu instructed them to ensure that Prahalad was thoroughly trained in this discipline. Despite their efforts, Prahalad paid no attention to Asura Rajaniti. Instead, he remained devoted to chanting the Lord's name, Narayanaya Namaha. The teachers pressurized him to chant Hiranyaya Namaha. Instead, Prahalad refused to chant Hiranyaya Namaha and kept chanting Narayanaya Namaha. Not only did he steadfastly chant Narayana's name, but he also shared the greatness of the Lord with his peers, teaching them the practice of Nama Sankirtanam, that is, the devotional chanting. When Hiranyakashipu wanted to review his son's progress, he summoned Chanda and Amarka, commanding them to bring Prahalad to his court. Placing Prahalad lovingly on his lap, Hiranyakashipu asked, "My dear son, I hear you are learning Asura Rajniti from your teachers. Let me test your knowledge. How should we behave towards our enemies and friends?" Prahalad replied, "Father, your question itself is flawed. There are no enemies or friends. The Lord Narayana, who resides within us, also resides within others. We should love everyone equally and not differentiate." Hearing this, Hiranyakashipu was enraged. He turned to the teachers and roared, "What have you taught my son?" The teachers, fearful, replied, "O king, we have not taught him this. He seems to have learned it elsewhere." Hiranyakashipu then turned to Prahalad and demanded, "Tell me the best things you have learned so far." Prahalad responded, "The greatest lessons I have learned are the Nava-bhaktis, the 9 forms of devotion, Shravanam, listening to the glories, stories and teachings of the Lord, Kirtanam, singing or chanting the praises and names of the Lord, Smaranam, remembering the Lord with love and devotion, Padasevanam, serving the Lord's feet with humility and reverence, Archanam, worshipping the Lord with rituals, offerings and prayers, Vandanam, offering prayers and prostrations to the Lord, Dasyam, serving the Lord as a humble servant, Sankyam, befriending the Lord and considering him as a companion, Atmanivedanam, complete surrender of oneself to the Lord." Hiranyakashipu, furious, shouted, "You fool! Who has corrupted your mind with such nonsense?" Prahalad replied calmly, "Father, it is the same Lord Narayana who resides within all of us. He is in my heart, and it is his knowledge that flows through me." Determined to punish his son for worshipping Narayana, Hiranyakashipu devised various ways to kill Prahalad. Yet each time Lord Narayana protected him. Finally, pointing to a pillar, Hiranyakashipu challenged Prahalad, "Is your Lord in this pillar?" Prahalad replied, "Yes, he is in this pillar, and he is in every particle of the dust as well." At that moment, Lord Narasimha, the fierce half-man, half-lion incarnation, emerged from the pillar and killed Hiranyakashipu. Thus the Lord, as Vishwatma, proved that he is the soul of all creations, animate and inanimate. The term Vishwatma is the 227th name in the Vishnu Sahasranama. Vishwa means the universe and Atma means the soul. It signifies the Supreme Being as the inner essence and life force of all existence, pervading and sustaining the cosmos. By chanting Vishwatmane Namaha, we invoke the Lord's blessings for knowledge and strength. Narayana, Narayana.